Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Erin here. I hope you're ready to rock your Friday. So happy Friday, making it through your week. But just remember that just because you made it through your week, the weekend isn't a celebration or necessarily a time to just forget all of your health and fitness goals and take that for granted and just kind of go crazy. All right, it's still, every day is an opportunity to grow, to work towards your goals, to do your best. All right, so keep striving, keep thriving, keep fighting, doing your best no matter what. I know sometimes by the end of the week it's really tough to have that kind of good focused mindset and mentality, but this is kind of where that discipline comes in. This is where you develop that and you feel good about your productivity and what you're doing today and all weekend long. Okie dokes. Don't get to Monday thinking, man, or the end of the day and just kind of thinking that you could have done better, right? That's what I say in all my workouts. Don't leave thinking you could have done more and better, all right, for where you're at today. All right, so with that aside, let's get to the exercises. Today I have 3 and I will actually demo 3. I forgot the plank toe taps yesterday. So what I'm gonna do here, I do have some equipment to use today. I have a kettlebell. It's just a lighter 15-pound kettlebell. Right? I've got a pillow and I've got a resistance band. Right? Just a lighter tension resistance band. So we're all good there. If you don't have a weight, okay, and you don't have a cushion, just use like a water bottle even, or a pillow, anything. You're gonna be squeezing it between the knees, or I'm not sure, honey, where did you leave it? Harry, I'll help you in a minute, okay? All right, he lost his robot. Okay, so like I said, if you don't have a weight or a cushion, your water bottle can totally be used. Hi, Nicole. Oh my gosh, hi. You can use a water bottle in place of both of those. If you don't have a resistance band, grab like a pair of leggings or an old pair of nylons that you don't mind using as a resistance band. You can do that in a lot of exercises. Or you can grab like a beach towel or a blanket that you can use. You'll just have to modify. Obviously, you're not going to be going through the full range of motion. You'll just be holding and squeezing. All right, but you can still have a great workout in there. So the first exercise today is actually going to be on the ground for a beast hold. Okay, you can modify this into a kind of a higher incline position from a couch, anything like that. If you can't get on the ground, do it from your bed. You can do all that. Okay, so here what we're going to do is I'm going to start with this beast hold. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and I'm going to take my cushion or water bottle and squeeze it in between the knees. All right. So your feet are maybe going to be a little bit more narrow this time, but your toes are tucked under behind you. Plant those hands before you get started and do anything. You want to press the ground away, so creating space in between the shoulder blades. You're going to pull the belly button in and tuck that tailbone under, squeeze the glutes, and then you're going to lift those knees up off the ground. Oh, it's not in the truck, hon. It's probably upstairs or here. I'll help you in a sec. Okay, so from here, if just holding is enough for you, that's awesome. But I want to try and challenge you. We're going to tap those knees down and lift. So lower to the ground, lift. You're not putting a lot of tension and taking out your forearm. Just going to tuck the belly button under and squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. So 10 to 20 of those. I will help you in a minute. Honey, I'll help you in a minute, right? Remember when I'm finished this. Okay, so guys, second exercise, we're gonna be using our resistance bands or towels, blankets, whatever you've got. I'm just looping it here, okay, around the railing, right? Ideally, you can loop it around here, around a stair railing, anything just with a somewhat supportive surface, a pole, a chair leg of a table, anything like that. So this one here, you're going to be taking a step back till your arms have a little bit of tension in them, okay? That's often a good place to start. Your palms are facing each other, so neutral palm position. If you want to wrap it around, you can. Just make sure it's not super duper tight, okay? Just depends. It's great to work on your grip strength too. So if you cannot wrap it around, that would be awesome as well. All right? We're going to bend in through the knees, get a nice athletic stance. You can also have a staggered stance with this one if that works better for you. And then you're gonna roll the shoulders down and back. You gotta slightly lean forward, so push the hips back. All right, back is flat. Holding, that means pulling in the core, squeezing the glutes to make sure that your low back is not taking any of that pressure, okay? And at this point here, we're gonna keep our arms straight. You're gonna pull those arms back behind you and squeeze, okay? Squeezing the shoulder blades together, okay? And back out nice and slow. Don't take it out till there's no tension or lose that form. Okay, keep the shoulders rolled back. Keep everything else nice and supportive. You're gonna do 10 to 20 of these. You can speed it up a little bit if you're doing it for a warm-up. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, some little pulses. So that's your resistance band exercise. So those first two exercises have kind of given you a bit of a warm-up. What is it, hon? Awesome, it's a plane. So I'm gonna grab my kettlebell here now, and we're gonna go into hi buddy. Yeah, this is the beauty of doing it live. Hey, 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 can you please stand up for a minute? I'm almost done. I'll help you out in a minute. Look, you're on video, we're live. Mommy's doing the work thing, right? Like every morning. Can you please go for a minute and play? And then I will help you. Put your boots on. Okay guys, sorry. Ramiro is already at work today. Okay, so we're gonna be doing just a single leg deadlift. So we've done double kind of footed, solid planted deadlifts, right? Okay, that hip hinge we've done. Good mornings. Okay, now we're gonna add, please stop. We're gonna add now a single leg component in here. So if you've never done it before, you do not need a weight. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. Okay, you don't need a weight. Practice this until you get the form correct. Our goal and focus is for balance. That means core stability and core strength. All right, it means stability through the standing leg and working our hamstrings. So deadlifts work under the posterior chain here. We want to primarily work, we're going to be on one leg for this one. So glutes are squeezing, hamstrings are working this whole time. So from here, single leg deadlift, right? So you can keep that toe as kind of a tripod deadlift, but you can keep that toe on the ground if you like. You want to make sure that those hips stay level so you're not opening up or turning in. So hips are at the same level, shoulders, hips, knees, toes, everything is facing forward. Now you might have a slight turnout with the toes depending on you and your preferences, okay, what feels better for you. So with a deadlift, a single leg, you still want to push the butt back, okay? That's the same, keeping your back flat, pushing back. So here my weight is driving through my heel, right? My glutes are squeezing, and I'm going to squeeze my glutes and hamstrings in order to pull my hips forward and lift my body back up, okay? The upper body back up. So if you want to take it to another level, okay? I always like to keep my hands here to help me remember that it's hinging at the hips, okay? Not at the waist, okay? Not in the upper body. We're keeping that upper body straight. So you find your balance point, okay? The back toe is kicking back. Everything is working together synergistically. So at this point, what I want you to think is of a lever system. The lever, the hinge point, is here at the hips. Everything else, pretend you're like a 2x4, okay? That you're just stiff as a board everywhere else. So here, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the chest down towards the ground, and as you do that, you're gonna kick that other back leg up, okay? So coming to a position that's comfortable for you, maintaining balance. From here, we're not lifting the upper body up, okay? We're not pulling that lower leg down. We're squeezing those glutes, yeah? Let me get set up, sorry, the falling into a ditch here. Okay, so from here, coming back down, squeezing those glutes and hamstrings, and coming back up. This leg is working really hard, okay? Those glutes are squeezing, working hard. All right, so that's like a single leg deadlift, okay? If you want, you can add a little bit of weight in there, either one arm contralateral, so use the opposite, the weight is in the opposite arm. Okay, you're here, okay, hinging, okay, becomes a little bit more challenging, and here. What I want you to try to avoid with this one, okay, is doing this. Okay, I'm gonna get to here, and I feel the tension through the back of the leg, but what we can tend to do is round through the back to get lower. Okay, see how my legs stayed the same, and all of a sudden I've lost that hinge point and that 2x4 connection. So here we're coming down, and I go here to touch the ground, and I'm twisting. So with the weight, you want to be really careful that you're not twisting and reaching for the ground. Okay, that throws you off balance. So I still keep the shoulders, hips level as you're doing this move. There's so many things that I can say about the deadlift just to make sure that you get it right and you're not injuring your back. But I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, let me know. If you, say for example, if you're not sure if you're doing it right, you can record yourself, send me a video, and I'm happy to try and coach you through it or get on a Zoom call. I'm totally down for that kind of stuff, all right? So I want to make sure that you guys are doing it properly. You're saving your back and your body, and you're getting the most out of each and every exercise. That's always my goal. That's always my goal. Hey, Kristen. Good morning, Auntie Ruth. I hope you guys are still there. I'm not sure if you are, but thank you for watching. All right, so today's was a little bit more complex with that single leg deadlift. Those first two exercises are a warm-up to that single leg deadlift, and if you're not comfortable with that at all, you can either grab something for a little bit of balance, just try a little bit of that move, or you can stick with the regular two-footed on the floor deadlift. All right, that is it. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and take care. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and otherwise we'll see you tomorrow for Saturday.